We're just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they held them to just...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols. Take off the runway. Take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro Pay. 5 days stay. Take a $250,000 hella final. Take off the far flag. Take off perception. Take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure. Take off the unsure. Take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep. Take off the fake woke. Take off the I'm broke. I care. Take off the gossip. Take off the new logic. That if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the shit nail. Take off the Doge. Take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs. You stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic. The women is stranded. The men on the run. The profits abandoned. The law take advantage. The market is crashing. The industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. pocket. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up a look, passing in a draw. Hello to the big step, but never lose the count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and booze. I can swim on my face. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whenever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the flex when I'm wrecking. Look at my reaction. My people's on skates. Hold up.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for a steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking to throw on second down. Mullen. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Mullen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on second down. Mullen, pass complete on the out route to Beckham. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Mullen. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Right, ultra, go ultra. Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Giants had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Panthers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Mullen, complete. Smith has it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On second down, here's Penny. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Mullen flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Mullen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Let's go now.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. Back to throw. Mullen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Penny, a 1st down carry. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd down, here's an option right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defense in front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off play action. Mullen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Mullen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore from 13 yards out.
And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Giants nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From the 10.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 4. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
52 blasters.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
43 rounds.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Striking, 3-3. Eagles blue. Red, cycle.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Gill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Fight 60. You yellow.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
At the 30-yard line.
Here we go. I'm not flying.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Back to throw. Mullen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 47-yard punt made. return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mullen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And now here's another interception.
Brandon Smith picks it off.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception,
I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A give up the middle, Hubbard. They find some open field here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Penny up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll get this out wide to Penny. Touchdown! Rashad Penny. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here we go, here we go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world